I, I always dreamed as a kid that, it was possible to score 80 or 90 or 100. I always just had a dream. Like sometimes you lay down in bed and you visualize things. And you just kind of, that's at least how I would go to sleep. I'd lay down and I'd imagine playing for the Lakers, and I'd imagine what the uniforms look like. I'd imagine where we'd be playing, and, the smell of the arena and all sorts of stuff. And I would see myself, getting hot. Score 10 straight points. But in a dream, why would you ever interrupt that? You're not going to have a dream and be like, okay, then he misses his next 6. It's not going to happen. So you just keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. And before I go to sleep, I'm at 120 points, And so when you grow up, downloading that into your brain over and over and over. And then, that summer, I made 1,000 shots a day. 1,000, right? That's on top of weight training and my conditioning. I made 1,000 shots, and they weren't just shots. It were shots that you saw in that game. They were specific shots. It was coming out of the corner, going to the pinch post, footwork in the post, coming off the screen. It was very specific. So when you download that into your system, when you go out in the court and you're just executing things that you've done thousands of times before, and you have that dream, then that becomes possible.
Yeah, everything's been not choreographed, but it's been practiced so many times that it's second nature.
There's why reinvent it? I don't understand that. You go out and play the game, and you're just trying to create something new. No, this is what I do. This is what I do extremely well. You're gonna have to stop me from doing that. If you do stop me from doing that, I have a counter to that. Done.
Years later, you watched a replay of that game, and you live tweeted what you were thinking. And I thought that the students would like to see some of your tweets from watching that game.
I don't remember what the hell I said.
So this is awesome. So it says, watching the game now, I missed easy shots. I could have had 100. Down 14, I'm heating up. At this point, I wouldn't pass a kidney stone. And then lastly...
Damn, I should have been a comedian, man. What the hell?
And then lastly, I knew I should have got a fresh haircut for this game.
Yeah, but missing 2 free throws is kind of ridiculous, though. You make all those shots and you miss 2 free throws, it's just kind of silly.
It happens.
Yeah.
Let's talk about mindset and philosophy, because we tell students that it's very important that you have a personal philosophy. In your basketball career, did you have an articulated competitive philosophy, something short that meant something to you, that really stood for what you played?
My philosophy was very simple. And this is where I think film plays a big part of my life. Rudy was one of my favorite films growing up. Right? If you guys haven't seen Rudy, I suggest you watch Rudy.
The reason why it's it's Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame, so we don't get crazy about that.
I think the USC football program has done okay. So but after watching that film, I come to understand if I could work that hard every day, being blessed with the physical tools that I have, what would my career be? And I made a promise to myself in that day that I was going to work that hard every single day, so that when I do retire, I have no regrets. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day, and do that for 20 years, what do you have?
That's exactly right. Did you, you seemed at peace both before and during the game. Pre-game, we watched you. During the anthem, you seemed to go to a place, where you're generating calm, focus, confidence. Do you have a mindfulness or meditative practice that you used while you played?
Yeah, well, Phil introduced meditation to us when he came to our team in 99, 2000. And it was something that I instantly gravitated to because I could see the effects. Right? I used to watch, studying the games, the Bulls teams. And watching their demeanor, watching their composure, playing in a tough place in Utah during the finals and being down 17. everybody was like this. You couldn't tell if they were down 17 or up 20 or a tie game. It never changed. And I was wondering why the hell that is. And that's when I started doing more research. And when Phil came, I immediately gravitated to it and found myself accepted the challenge of finding what that space is. And for the 81-point game, man, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the game. My knee was hurting so much. I didn't know then, but I had a flapper joint, cartilage stuck in my joint line. And so my mind was really trying to go to a place where I don't feel that pain. And game started, and because of that, I was just in a different space. I wasn't worried about what was to come. I wasn't worried about what just happened. I was just here. You're just there in the moment, playing plays right in front of you. Your focus is heightened because nothing else matters. That's the space I've tried to get to.
It's a perfect definition of mindfulness in the present moment without judgment. And
not for nutrition, though, because I did have a pepperoni pizza the night before. Full disclosure, I also had a plain quarter pounder with cheese before the game, so to be young.
Dinner of champions, exactly.
Yeah,
you would need that now.
Yeah, nutrition didn't come till later.
So you talk about practice, and I want to underscore that. Allen Iverson, who was a phenomenal player with the 76ers, famously ranted about, when asked by a reporter about missing practice, and he just went, practice, we're talking about practice. I mean, it's practice, not a game. And it was classic. He went on for minutes. Yeah. The Iverson approach is not the Kobe Bryant approach. You really focused on practice. Tell us what you brought to practice and how you sort of made that standard for the rest of your team.
Well, I mean, here's why practice was important. Not for me, just from the standpoint that I enjoyed playing. Like, I enjoyed being there. I enjoyed getting better. But as a leader of a team, it's also your responsibility to elevate the rest of the guys. And what people tend to get stuck on a lot and say, okay, the way to make players better is to pass them the ball when they're open. It's a very trivial way to look at it. What you have to do is you have to get them emotionally to want to be better. You have to get them to an emotional space where they wake up every morning driven to be the best version of themselves. Right? How do you do that? And in practice, for me, it was a chance to drive them, challenge them. Right? And this is where you have to know your teammates. Because if it's late, you just had a back-to-back, and you had practice the next day, and you show up, guys don't feel like going through the motions, don't feel like practicing. It's important to know each and every one of them individually, personally, because then you know what nerve to touch. Some guys, it's like, okay, come on, we can do this. That'll get them going. Other guys, no. You got to figure out what button to push. Powell was always Spain. If I tell them how they lost in a gold medal to us and how they're going to lose again, how I'm going to beat your ass in practice, just like I beat you in a gold medal game, he'd hate that. He'd hate that. But that's what practice was. You have to drive them. You absolutely have to. And if practice is more intense and harder than a Game 7 will be, then a Game 7 will be easy. But if it's not, then that's when teams start folding and capitulating.
It's a perfect segue to, how to create a high-performance culture with coaches and team leaders. Everybody's sort of got to be on that page of helping you become the best version of yourself.